U.S. Senator Cory Booker delivered a very, 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 very long speech, a filibuster speech, uh, on the Senate floor and broke the previous record held by Strom Thurmond when he was given his filibuster on the Civil Rights Act of 1957. Um, People have had all types of reactions to it. Some like Frank, I think it was Frank Luntz, the Republican pollster, are saying that they believe this speech has cemented Booker as one of the leaders of the Democratic Party, a potential 2028 presidential candidate. And I hate to be that person, but I don't really think it did much of anything other than get his name in the headlines, which I think was the actual intention of the speech. So, most people don't watch Senate speeches. And anytime Booker would address the Senate, like most other senators, it would get completely ignored because it's just the same old generic stuff. But if he really wanted to combat Trump, protest Trump, whatever, he could have. I think he had multiple options as a sitting U.S. senator. He could have flown over to, what was that, Wisconsin, right, to help with the judge candidate that was, being gone after by Elon Musk. He could have flown to any of the swing states that Trump won, Arizona, Georgia, etc., and talk to the voters over there about, whatever grievances they may have had with the Democrats, and then try to address that over the coming years. It's really interesting how there are plenty of tangible ways to go about engaging with people, or in the process of trying to arouse opposition to the president of the opposing party who you so strongly and profusely disagree with. But then the only thing we can do is give some extremely long speech that, and like, I get it, it's hard to talk about things and be consistent on one issue or several issues even for 20 something hours, right? I guess that is in of itself an achievement. But it's sad to know that, again, all the resources that these people have, staffers, right? They can fly seemingly anywhere they want, anytime they want. And the most effective thing they can do is give a day-long speech, a slightly over a day-long speech that, give it a few weeks, a few months, nobody's going to be talking about. And I love that people bring up, Thurman's 1957 filibuster, because just as Thurman's 1957 filibuster not only didn't stop the Civil Rights Act of that year from being passed, along with the one in 1964 as well, Booker's speech is going to get two things. It's going to have the conservatives who make fun of him for sitting up there for so long, and the liberals who praise him for his courageous stand. But it's not really going to move the Overton window in any way, like, at all. Which is why I said that the other options I talked about, like going and talking to voters in these swing states, would be more effective in terms of, like, getting independence and, trying to get public opinion in the direction that you would like. So yeah, this speech's main accomplishment is, now when people say, hey, who gave the longest Senate speech, Senate filibuster? Oh, it was the New Jersey senator instead of the one from my grandma's home state of South Carolina. But in terms of actually changing something, the only thing that has really altered is that more people are now familiar with Booker, or he was able to get his name in the headlines for a few days. That's about it. And it's sad too, because, like I said, there's so many different options Democrats have to effectively oppose Trump, and they just will not take advantage of them.